Hey guys, this is Jan here, a very quick video. I think this is going to be pertinent for you. There's so much discussion around social media these days, and for top marketing officers and companies around the globe, it's the whole discussion around return on investment, ROI. And for social media, we know it's not as clear-cut as, perhaps clicking on an ad straight to a landing page and filling out a form. There's many aspects to this, and it's not just one click away, right? There's the idea of a brand awareness, a number of things, but we're not going to go through that. Let me just tell you briefly what this is about. This is the way to measure ROI, and in fact, top CMOs, Chief Marketing Officers, you can see there, have told us, and I'll show you a simple math example. Now, what I'm about to show you here is some slides. I had the privy to be part of a special webinar from the Marketing Sherpa folks, and when it comes to calculating social media ROI, there are some metrics that matter more than others. And there are metrics that can be measured. The metrics that matter the most is in the middle, the red there, and the metrics that should be measured, right? So the idea of that something that can be measured is perhaps more non-financial in nature, and then financial in nature would be those that should be measured. And what's interesting is there's a lot of discussion in the marketplace about, hey, measure your tweets, measure your likes. Well, it's probably what falls into the category of what can be measured, right? But every business is different, and if you can equate it to an ROI, they're not going to belong in that category. It's the financial metrics that matter, and things like return on engagement, return on innovation. There's many, return on ignorance. I mean, there's many sort of hypey marketing slogans out there. They really mean nothing to the marketing, to the C-suite, right? The top level guys. And really, let me just break this down before we get to that math example that I promised. And again, these slides from Marketing Sherpa, awesome if you want to check it out, marketingsherpa.com. But listen, right at the top there, many values that can be measured. See that? Actual value of sales generated by social media marketing programs. Then the second bullet there is estimated value of quantitative social media metrics. And I talked about that, the likes, the fans, the followers, etc. Not really, it can be measured, but not really great for ROI. In fact, it's not ROI. And so people who talk about it as ROI is probably well, they don't know what they're talking about. So number 3, estimated value of qualitative social media metrics, sentiment awareness, voice. That's what I also talked about, kind of brand awareness and things. Yes, you need to look at this, but it's not ROI, right? So we just need to skip all the BS and get right to it. And when it gets down to what we should use to calculate return, it's very clear. The CMOs tell us the actual value of sales generated by social media programs, the estimated value of new leads generated by social media marketing programs, and then finally, which is not often brought up in these discussions, is reduced costs. It's not just things we can add to our programs through our campaigns, but it's also reduced costs from customer support and acquisition programs from social media. So this belongs in the B2C and the B2B categories, and I thought this was a very interesting slide right here, because now we're starting to get down to the meat and potatoes here. And in fact, as we get closer here, this is what we are, or the CMOs are using, and what we need to include as far as calculating investment for ROI. And the way we do this is we break it down by, it's almost as simple as, income versus expense, right? If you know a little bit about accounting, that is as simple as it gets. It's a sort of debit credit, plus minus. And again, I'm no accounting major, you can probably tell, right? But bottom line is on the left, see there? Staff salaries and staff related expenses, always a big category. And then as it breaks down, this shows you the average share of the social media marketing budget. So paid advertising and social media sites, other expenses related to social media marketing, tools and things, agency, consultancy services, and paid monitoring, social CRM, other solutions. So this is what we really need to include as an average share into the social media marketing budget. Now here comes the actual formula that I promised you. I'm going kind of fast here today, but listen, it is basic, right? It is basic. Value gained minus cost divided by cost equals ROI. What a great slide. This really just nails it, right? Now, what I should say here is this example brings up the idea that a social lead gen campaign would have brought in, and I'm reading on the right here, the value of 500 qualified leads tracked to social at estimated value at 150 per lead is 75,000. The cost plus other expenses is 15,000. Well, if you take the 75,000 minus the 15, divided by the 15 in the cost there, well, that is a 400% ROI. This speaks volumes, and right in the faces of the executives and the budgetary folks and the folks who really just want to give you more money to do better, right? Now, I didn't put any timelines in here. Every campaign is different. There's the ultimate brand campaigns, and then there's small business campaigns, complete startups, etc. Those get into tactics and planning and strategies, but this is really talking about the social media formula for calculating ROI. And if you like this stuff, then hey, stop on by at jonrognerud.com, and we'll send you some more stuff. And I hope you appreciate this presentation today, the truth about social media ROI.